Oh, hey, it's me. It's Kirk. This is Stop Watching The Office. Um, Different music to intro if you're paying attention than the usual Office theme song. Um, that's a song from this show I've been watching called Borderline. When I first started doing this podcast, I asked a bunch of friends online about recommendations of shows I should try, and that was one of the shows. And it was actually, I can't remember if it was recommended on Netflix because I watched it on Netflix, but it was on there. It's called Borderline. It's a British show, and it's kind of in the vein of the original British Office, where it's a mockumentary. It's like a camera crew following people at work. I guess the U.S. Office is the same thing. This one is more of a mockumentary where there's an actual narrator narrating like scenes and stuff that's going on in the show, and it makes it super funny. It's a comedy show. I didn't mention that, but the narrator adds like an element to it to make it really funny. Like he has to be really proper, but like the characters are saying crazy stuff. It was a really good show. The only thing is, it's a British show, so the seasons are 6 episodes apiece, and there's only 2 seasons. It's a fairly new show. I was surprised about. I think it started in 2017. I'm not sure if it was only a 2-season run show, or in the UK they call it series. So it was only 12 episodes, and they're all very funny. But I tried to look it up and see if it's like an ongoing show. It's just new and it's like in its current run, but I couldn't really find anything. But that intro song got me thinking because I liked it so much. Like it's one of the few shows where on Netflix now you can hit the button that says skip intro. Like I wouldn't skip the intro because that song was so good, and I thought it was like an actual song that was they just used for the intro. And I had kind of this stupid realization that was like, shows don't use songs anymore. I was like, wait, no, they actually do. It's just I don't really pay attention to them that much anymore. I mean, most of now it's just like The Office, just kind of like chords and instruments. It's not like an actual song with someone singing. And it got me thinking like, oh, what are some other like songs? I mean, other shows that have songs that like are stuck in my head, because that Borderline show, that song is stuck in my head. And the first thing that came to mind was the Cosby Show, of all shows, but specifically there was every season or every couple seasons there were different intros to the Cosby Show. Because the show ran on for so long, there were different ones, and there were different songs that go along with it. Never stay the same. There's one particular season 5. I just found it. Every season intro was really good, but season 5 was really good. Let me see. This one, I guess it's more visual than it is just a song with them dancing in the background. Yeah, this one is always stuck in my head. I guess but it's also what I just talked about with it not being a song with lyrics, just being an instrumental song. But Cosby Show was the first one that came up, since they had so many different ones throughout the whole series run. Also, of course, sticking with the theme of this podcast, the most cheesiest one popped in my head, and that's the intro to the early TGIF classic "Perfect Strangers." Do yourself a favor and just look up on YouTube this intro. It's the cheesiest thing ever. This is like 90s intro to shows. It's always like, this reminds me of it. Super cheesy lyrics, super cheesy song. The video is amazingly cheesy too. It's corny and it's cheesy, and I absolutely love it because that's me. The next show, theme song I thought about was for this show called My Two Dads. I do remember it from being from the 90s. I don't really remember too much about the show. Like, I remember Paul Reiser was in it, just being a famous actor at that time. And it was two dads of this little girl. And I remember one dad was a painter. He was like the fun dad. Paul Reiser was like the uptight dad. But I don't remember too much of it. But the theme song is just stuck in my head because it's just so ingrained in the 90s. Like, I remember this more than the actual show. I don't know what that says about me or the 90s. But it's just one of those things. That's how shows used to be. I remember this more than the actual show. And watching the intro from it on YouTube right now, this is how much I don't remember that show. Dick Butkus was in it. If you forget a show that has Dick Butkus in it, but you remember the song, I don't know if that's weird or good, but that's just the way it is. There's no way I can talk about, especially 90s intro theme songs to shows without this one. Just that, whatever that stuttered note part is at the beginning. You ever think you know the lyrics to the song till you actually try to sing along with it? Oh, the grand design, it's even harder to find. Magic moves inside those gentle walls. Real love bursting out of every scene. All right. Oh, scene or seam? Who cares? Yeah, that one is stuck in my head for watching so much TGIF shows. And probably the ultimate theme song of all time that instantly pops into your head. No matter how old you are, what gender you are. When this comes on, you instantly are taken back. Back again. True. And the confidant. If you party, throw that party. Everyone you knew. From me. Thank you for being a friend. Throw that party, girl. You know I'm going to invite everyone. From me. What's it going to say? Sing it. See, growing up, having only one TV in the house, you had to watch Golden Girls. Even though you secretly love that show because it's secretly funny and naughty and amazing. And maybe had a little crush on B. Arthur. It was the deep voice. Come on. But yeah, those are like the things. I'll probably do an episode really going into a lot more theme songs. Because it is funny, every show like that used to be like how every commercial was a jingle. Like every show had to have like a catchy theme song. So I'll go more into that on another episode. This is just relating to like watching that show Borderline and like theme songs popping up into my head. So on another episode, I'll, go further into TV theme songs. I'm not done yet though. Don't turn me off yet. I'm gonna have a little music aside really quick because most of the times when I think about episodes I want to do for this podcast, I'm at work and I'm just like mindlessly doing stuff. There's music playing at work. And a song came on, a song that, I love, a song by Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And I actually like listened to the lyrics, and for some reason this time I listened to the lyrics and they were really confusing to me. Like, so just aside, like, I just wanted to talk about the lyrics to Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It starts out with, come home in the morning light. Mother says, when you gonna live your life right? She says, oh mother dear, we're not the fortunate ones and girls just want to have fun. So she comes home really late. Mom gets mad. She just says she's a girl. She just want to have fun. I can understand that part, but it gets a little weird. The phone rings in the middle of the night. My father yells, what are you going to do with your life? She says, oh, daddy dear, you're still number one, but girls just want to have fun. So, for the first verse, you get the impression she lives at home with her parents. But then her dad calls her in the middle of the night. And then a bit like, does he call on the phone or just yell downstairs? Like, what are you doing with your life? You're still number one, but just want to have fun. She goes to talk about how girls still want to have fun. That's all they really want is to have some fun. She changes it up a little. At least she has a job, because she says when the working day is done, girls want to have fun. But then she says girls and boys want to have fun. She brings up the boys too. Some boys take the beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. She wants to be the one that walks in the sun, but girls, they still want to have fun. Some fun. When the working day is done, she's still responsible. She goes to work. But when that working day is done, she's got to have her fun. They just want to have fun. I don't know why I just sound like listening to the lyrics of that sounded weird to me. Sorry, I had to need a little aside. But that's where I'll end it. My theme song and Girls Just Want to Have Fun lyrics breakdown episode. But thanks for watching. Stop watching The Office. I am missing watching The Office, actually. I want to marathon it. Maybe not. But I'll see what I'll do for the next episode. But thanks for listening to this one. Have a good one.